So hello friends, welcome back at Mahakal IVS. So welcome back at Mahakal IVS, and I urge all of you to kindly join the session. And today we are going to discuss about ethics. Ethics answer writing course is there, right? So the questions for today's answer writing is what do you mean by ethics, and also discuss the Greek philosophy associated with ethics, right? So we have to see in this question how we will proceed. So first of all, what is the question? So question is what do you mean by ethics, and also discuss the Greek philosophy associated with ethics. So if I want to write the answer of this question, then firstly I have to understand how I can define the ethics, right? Then only we can proceed further. So my first step will be to define the ethics. So I can write an introduction here that ethics is derived from Greek word ethikos. Ethics is derived from Greek word ethikos, and it means arising out of habit. So when there is recurrence behavior of person, whether that person is following universal standard or not, then only we can say whether person is ethical or not, right? So in introduction I can write ethics is derived from Greek word ethikos, that means arising out of habit. When there is recurrence in behavior of people, or when there is recurrence in habit of people. So recurrence in habit of people result in development of character and conduct. So first I have to do the definition, because the first part of the question is what do you mean by ethics? आप ethics से क्या समझते हैं? That is the first part. So in first part I have written ethics is derived from the Greek word ethikos, that means arising out of habits. When this habit gets repetition, when our behavior gets repetition, when the recurrence in habit of people result in development of character and conduct. And basically, When we study this character and conduct, then only we can know whether our behavior is ethical or not. Right? Similarly, I can write for behavior to be ethical, or for person to be ethical, one should follow universal standard principle in life. Right. So, what are the universal standard principle, friends? The first universal standard principle is selflessness. So I can write selflessness, or I can make here one box. Instead of writing this, I can just make here box like this. और इसमें मैंने लिख दिया अंदर यूनिवर्सल स्टैंडर्ड प्रिंसिपल. फिर यहाँ से इसको मैंने लिखा कि पहला जो यूनिवर्सल स्टैंडर्ड प्रिंसिपल है, that we need to follow in letter and spirit for our action to be ethical, that is selflessness. Another one I can write compassion. Similarly, I can write forgiveness. It can be servitude, fortitude, or we can say courage, sympathy, and another one can be empathy. Truthfulness, and honesty. So you can just mention these qualities like selflessness, compassion, forgiveness, servitude, fortitude, sympathy, empathy, truthfulness, and honesty. So we have to study basically these all components under universal standard principle, friends, right? And after studying all these principles, then we can focus on the second part of the question. And the second part of question basically focus. We also discuss the Greek philosophy associated with ethics. So you can just take a screenshot of this once I should revise you. Firstly, we have defined the definition of ethics, and the definition of ethics provide for ethics is derived from the Greek word ethos, that means arising out of habit. And when there is recurrence in behavior of people, when there is recurrence in habit of people, then that habit takes the part of character and conduct. And when we study this character and conduct, then we can definitely tell whether the action of person is ethical or not. So this I need to write in introduction, right? Next part is whether the ethical action is aligned to universal principle or not. So I have just make this one box, and under this box I have written universal standard principle. Then I have written selflessness, compassion, forgiveness, servitude, fortitude, sympathy, empathy, truthfulness, and honesty. I think till now all things clear to you. Now we should move on second part of question. And second part of question focus on Greek philosophy. Greek philosophy associated with ethics. So under it, first we can write about Socrates. And under Socrates, you can just mention his quote, that is, unexamined life is not worth living. Unexamined life is not worth living. That you can mention under Socrates, because question is telling we also discuss the Greek philosophy associated with ethics. So under Greek philosophy we will discuss about three people, three philosophers. One is Socrates, another one is Plato, and last one is Aristotle. So under Socrates we will write कि unexamined life is not worth living. Unexamined life is not worth living, right? This we have to write under Socrates. And secondly, we can write about what were the virtue that was taken care by Socrates. That is, focus on scientific temper, critical reasoning, we can say moral reasoning, critical thinking, moral reasoning, and art of questioning. Art of questioning, right? So this needs to be developed. Similarly, under Plato, we can write about Platonic virtue. And as all of you know, Platonic virtue focus on four basic qualities, that is courage, wisdom, temperance. Temperance means emotional intelligence. Situation is whether very extreme, but you have to use your emotional intelligence to take a decision. As a bureaucrat also. So courage, wisdom, temperance, right? And what next? Selflessness, art of questioning. These things also you can mention in the Platonic virtue. And one quote also you can mention of Plato, that is, good people do not need law, but bad people will always find their path around law. This quote also is very there. Under Aristotle, you can write that the happiness can be achieved in life. Under Aristotle, you can write that happiness can be achieved in life through intellectual pleasure, not through physical pleasure. And how this intellectual pleasure will emerge, friends? How this intellectual pleasure will emerge? How happiness can be achieved through intellectual pleasure? So this intellectual pleasure can be achieved through scientific temper, critical thinking, courage, wisdom. And Aristotle also talk about six senses. So what are these six senses? That is touch, taste, smell. We are seeing, so see and hear. So these are some five senses. If these five senses are developed inside human, then sixth senses is wisdom. Sixth senses is wisdom. Right. So this I have to mention in body part. You can take you can take a screenshot. So those of you who are watching, you can just take the screenshot. And our last part is there, and last part how we can conclude this answer. So we can conclude adhering to Greek philosophy principle such as art of question, scientific paper, and critical thinking will lead to follow fundamental duty as mentioned in Article 15 when the letter and spirit, and also goal of Viksit Bharat by 2047 will be completed. So in this way we can conclude, friends, right? So in this way, in class also, offline mode also, we do the answer writing, and our ethics master course is also going on. So fee for ethics master course is just 5,000 rupees, and in this 5,000 rupees course, we will see the lectures, and after each lecture, similarly, I have explained to you, right? In similar manner, we do answer writing. So you can take the admission in offline mode and online mode also. So for any query regarding admission, already people are enrolling, students are enrolling in our batch. So you can just WhatsApp on 9340 786 This is my WhatsApp number. So 9340 This is my WhatsApp number. If you have any query regarding UPSC preparation, if you have any doubt regarding UPSC preparation, let me know. You can just text message on WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number 9340 Once again, I am Parley 9340 So thank you very much, friends, and we will meet you in next session. We will do answer writing of other question, right? So thank you very much.